Updates, people, updates. I feel like everything is moving really fast. We are already in March, 3 months into the new year. Like, are you kidding me? Where is this time even going? So much is happening, so much is going to be happening. So, here is a little update of my life and everything that's going on. Hey, I'm Jazz, and welcome back or to the channel. I very much feel like my life is just editing my manuscript at the moment. Just about every day I am working on it, editing it, revising it, trying to make it better, and trying to get it ready for querying, which is low-key terrifying. But you know what? It's also exciting. Here's my wad of paper edits. I'm done this bad boy. Now I'm transferring this all into my Scrivener draft. But I am also restructuring a lot of sentences and adding in more paragraphs and things as I go as well. So it's not as quick as I would like, but I would rather be thorough than not. And since I'm in the editing stage, I have started making reels to start promoting my work on Instagram, and obviously I'm publishing them here as well. So that's exciting, getting to start thinking about like videos and posts to share about this story with you all. And on that note, I am also working on a newsletter to start doing like a once a month email with like writing updates and early access to like ARCs, beta readers, freebies, you name it. I want to be giving it away in an email list, so I will start working on that this month too. Hello, autumn. Being in Australia, spring and autumn just honestly feel like the same kind of season, and it's kind of flipped for us compared to everywhere else in the world. So on my Instagram, it's all spring vibes, and it's technically autumn here now. And Halloween month is spring for us. So I kind of swap the seasons a little in my mind too, just because I really like autumn vibes for Halloween. But in saying that, one of the things I wanted to do this year was focus more on the cycles, the seasons, the moon phases, and all those amazing things. I have my 2026 Witches Diary, which is based for the Southern Hemisphere. They have the opposite one as well, but this is really nice because, again, we have everything flipped. So when other people are celebrating different things, we're not. The autumn equinox for us is on the 21st, so I'm really excited. I want to take some time on that day and really celebrate the equinox and just get more in touch with nature and myself. The Chinese New Year officially started a week, 2 weeks ago now, and along with it came the retrograde and a solar eclipse. So that was really cool to watch. I definitely want to create and carve out some of my own like personal, I guess, little rituals and things that I want to do on special occasions like that, full moons, new moons. I just want to have my own personal things that I do to, again, get in touch with nature and myself. Now, getting back into training consistently this year was a huge goal for me because I have goals of how I want to look and how I want my physique to be. And I know I dropped the ball a little last year, so that's not happening again, ever. And in saying that, to back it up, I have been consistently training each week. I've been tracking my eating. I had a little bit of a hiccup kind of end of last year, start of this year, where I was dealing with like a lot of pain to do with like my postural hypermobility issues. And I managed to find a really helpful resource online. And it was actually so helpful. My posture has improved so much since, and the stability in areas that I was feeling so much pain that was like affecting my training is now improved significantly. Some of the things I don't even feel pain anymore in those areas. So that is crazy and a really positive move in the right direction. I'm really thrilled about that, to be honest. But being consistent, being in a new gym, all these things have really just like rooted my love for training again. Now when I'm not training, I want to be, and I really miss it. I was sick for like 2 days last week, and so I missed like the first half of the week of training. I caught up over the weekend, but I really missed it. And I was so sad that I couldn't go to the gym. And I'm just really happy that I found my love for training again, and that's so special. Okay, let's talk books. I have also set a goal for this year to read a minimum of one book a month. Now, I started late in January, so it's kind of been like blending into like a month, like the halfway through each month. So I still have read, or I'm just about to have read 3 books so far, but I did finish the first one like in the middle of February, and then the other one was already halfway through being read, so I finished that like right at the end of February. But I am back on track now. So let's talk about what I've read. Brimstone. Brimstone, brimstone, brimstone. When I read, I like to feel like I'm not reading and just be fully immersed in a book. And when I'm not reading it, I want to be reading it, if you know what I mean. Like, I miss not being in that world. When I read Quicksilver, that's exactly what it felt like. I blitzed that book in like a couple of days. It was immaculate. I love that book. I was so excited for Brimstone. I was so excited. And maybe I put my expectations a little too high. This book had no right being this big. I'm just going to start there. This was painful to get through. It was just so big, and for what? I definitely think that there needs to be like tandem books for certain side characters. They just need their own book. Like at this point, I was reading this book and I feel like the 2 MCs took almost like a back seat. Like, I know they were in it more than I think any of the other characters were, obviously, but it just felt like their character development, their arcs, everything just sort of was a bit flat in this book as opposed to the first one. And the side characters were like way more interesting. And yeah, that's just not how it should be. It's just not ideal, you know? Especially because I love the 2 MCs so much, and I just felt like they were really lacking in this book, and that really made it difficult to read it. I had to push myself to finish this because I love the first book, and the underlying story is still so interesting, and I will definitely still read the next books because I'm invested in where this is going, and especially with the ending. I am very curious though, because it kind of takes it in a completely different direction of what like the focus is at the moment. So I'm not sure how that's all going to work together. Still here for the ride though, obviously. It just didn't quite meet my expectations. I did run to Booktok afterwards when I finished it to see if I was alone in this or if there were other people with the same opinions and thoughts that I have. There were. Pretty much everyone was on the same track as me. So I'm not going to go too in detail about like a full breakdown of my review on this book because there's literally like 100 of them already existing on Booktok saying exactly what I would say. So go look at reviews on Brimstone on TikTok and you'll see exactly what I mean. But I'm hoping that the next book picks up and that the story keeps going in a really cool direction. And I'm so excited for this to be a like screen adaptation as well. I think it's going to be really, really fun to watch on the big screen. The next book I read was Phantasma. Now, Phantasma had so much hype around it, so much hype, that I was really excited to get my hands on a copy and read it. I pushed myself to get like halfway through this book last year, and then Bonds of Hercules came out, so I just turned to that instead and put this one aside for a little bit, thinking it'd be better if I came back to it. But again, similar tones to Brimstone. I didn't feel like I was like in the world until like the last quarter of the book. I was kind of pushing myself to get through it. I don't know if it's just the writing style or the pacing maybe of like the story. I had like a few qualms with a few things in it, but I really wanted to love it because I love gothic fantasy vibes so much, and it kind of has all the things I love in it. So that's why I was like really excited for this book. But it kind of also fell a little flat for me. I think I saw too many similarities to like other books. And while there's like nothing wrong with that, I like a little bit of like originality, you know? Like by the end of it, I was like, oh, why is this feeling so much like Kingdom of the Wicked, which is a series that I absolutely froth and adore and am obsessed with. And I think that's why when I kind of read something that feels like too similar, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. I can definitely understand like influences of like, you know, when people say like, oh, this is Hunger Games cross something else, but you're just using the base theme of what it is, not the actual story and not the characters or the scenes and things like that. So I don't know, it wasn't what I was expecting or hoping for. It was still okay. Do I think it was worth all of the hype? No. And fast forward to my current read, which I am nearly finished, and that is Once Upon a Broken Heart. This one I was also really, really excited to read because it's a whimsical fantasy romance. I'm not disappointed. I am not disappointed. This is such a fun read. It's such a beautiful world. I want to go there so bad. I have only had 2 reading sessions and I'm nearly done. So I guess that tells you how I feel about this book. I love it. I love it so much, and I'm really excited to see how this all ties up. Right now, where I'm at, I would not have stopped reading, but life calls, you know? So I'm probably going to finish this today, and then I'm excited to probably read the rest of the series as well. But I do want to hit a few more books off my shelf first because my physical TBR collection is growing, and I need to actually read some of them before I just keep buying more books. This will be my first 5-star read of the year, and rightfully so, because amazing. My next read is definitely going to be Daughter of No Worlds. It is a Carissa Broadbent book, and I love Carissa's writing. I love her stories, everything about the worlds that she creates. I'm very obsessed with the Crowns of Neaxia. I don't know if that's actually how you say it, but anyways, I've read the first 2. I've got 2 of the novellas that go along with that series ready to read as well, and I'm really excited to get into all of the other ones she's been releasing from that series. I had heard great things about this series though, and when I saw it on the shelf, I couldn't not take it. You know, I couldn't not bring this home. So I'm definitely reading this next. And one more honorable mention is the Mistborn trilogy. I did start reading this initially when I was first given it as a gift from one of my best friends. I have the first 2. I started reading it, but I stopped to read some other books. I definitely think his writing style is really cool. His storytelling, amazing, you know, world building, immaculate. But the print, why is it so close together? Why is it so cramped? Why are the borders so small? Like, that's what I'm working with, okay? And it stresses me out while I'm reading. So it's very difficult to sort of fall into the world when that's what I'm looking at. And it really annoys me because there are so many other Brandon Sanderson books in the bookstores that I have looked at, I've skimmed through. The formatting is not like that. I think it's just genuinely because the word count is so big that they just tried to shrink it to fit as much on a page as they could to make it smaller, I suppose. But yes, I really want to read. I want to finish this book and I want to read the second one. He also has like a new standalone one that just came out, and I really want to get my hands on that and read that too. But I should finish this first. So yeah, there's a few books that I want to get through this year. I definitely want to try and read more than 12, but I just want that to be a minimum. Especially while I'm writing and editing, I really value reading different authors' like works and seeing how they construct sentences and the flow of their stories and the pacing and, you know, understanding basically behind their minds of like characters and their arcs, and very helpful as someone who is still developing her writing. Okay, I was trying to figure out why I felt like I was going to pass out at any given moment, and then I remembered that I had dove straight into making some reels this morning and skipped breakfast. So I'm having my protein smoothie right now. It's time for a cosplay chat. I had a lot of big plans for cosplays this year. A lot of awesome builds that I really wanted to work on. we're already 3 months into the year, and I just know a lot of those are not going to come through this year. I'm still going to start working on them, but I'm really not expecting that I will see them at a con or something or finished, whatever, this year. And I'm fine with that because we are planning a trip to Japan at the end of the year. We got to save some money. And anyone that does cosplay knows that it's not cheap. It's not a cheap hobby. I've been so caught up with editing that I haven't even worked on the couple of cosplays that I had planned to over January and February. I have the material, the pattern, the wig, basically for Meg from Hercules. I've had it all since last year, and I just have not got around to sewing the dress yet and styling the wig. I really want to make an effort to get that done this month though, because I just think it would be so fun for like TikToks and photo shoots and stuff to have Meg done. I also have everything to do a Makima from Chainsaw Man cosplay other than the contacts. I need to do a contacts order at some point in this first half of the year so that I can also make some content with Makima. Another cosplay that I have paused working on that I need to get back into as soon as I possibly can is Manon from Throne of Glass. It'll be my first book cosplay, and I'm so excited. I adore Manon so much. Her and Aelin are still hands down probably my two top favorite book characters of all time. And I will definitely do an Aelin cosplay at some point, but Manon just speaks to my soul with needing to get her out first, you know. I do have most, if not all, of the things I need for Manon's cosplay. I just have to work on all like the details and putting it all together, working on a little bit of armor and things like that. So I'm really excited for that to happen this year. But as far as cons go, Gold Nova is the next one coming up, and I have my lineup, just not which days I'm doing them yet, but I have my lineup. Bomb Devil is going to be one of them. I'm so excited. After I saw the new Chainsaw Man movie, I just knew. The second Bomb Devil came on the screen, I was like, yes, I need. So I'm definitely really excited to do Bomb Devil. I commissioned the neck piece off of my friend Riley. So I have this cool like silicone neck piece to go underneath the helmet. I also ordered all of the different like clothes and bits and pieces. So I'll do a little try on, have a look what that looks like all together, and see if I need to like alter any of the clothes or anything. I am so excited. And then the other cosplay that I will be doing for Golden Nova weekend is Cortana, another dream cosplay of mine. Such a simple one as well. I just wanted something easy and fun and off my dream list to do for Golden Nova because it is such a hectic con. I ordered the bodysuit. I have briefly tried it on, not fully yet though. I'm going to do that over the weekend. I've got the wig already, and I just found like a nice blue palette, so I'm going to mix some of the blue eyeshadow into like a foundation for my face. I'm really keen to do a full try on, test everything out, and film some TikToks. I did also pick up some of these so that I can do a little Annie Titan, like just from like here up cosplay, so that I can make some like fun TikToks as Annie. I'm going to use my own hair and just like throw the length of it to the back and style like the front of my hair similarly to how she does hers. And then at some point I will get her bodysuit and maybe do that to a con as well, or just like fun photo shoots and stuff. I've also been thinking about how to mix up my con vlogs a little bit. I just have the same issues every time I get to cons. They're such a hectic event that I always run out of time to film things. I forget to film things. It's so stressful, and I just always am left with less and less like content from each con, and it gets really frustrating, and I feel like they're just the same thing every time, and I want to mix it up. I want to make things a bit more interesting, so I've been working through some ways and thinking about how I could do that, how I could bring some fresh perspectives and some more like tailored content for the con vlogs, because I love vlogging, but I absolutely love being interrupted by my phone running out of storage mid conversation. Okay, and we're back. I just had to rewatch the last part of the video to figure out what we were even talking about. But yes, con videos. I definitely want to change up a few things and make it a little more interesting, a little more exciting, and hopefully film in a way that works with cons rather than against them. With that all being said, let's go try on my Bomb Devil outfit. Okay, here is the little try on of the outfit. Can't see my shoes. I'll show you a better angle in a minute, but these are the shoes. I took some creative liberties, obviously, because I really wanted to wear these. And yeah, I'm actually like really happy with how it's turning out so far. The belt part of the apron is still in progress at the moment, so that will obviously come here and hang down from the front. I'm still deciding over these little shorts, or I think I have like two other options. So I may swap between them and see which ones I like better. But it's really cute and it's really coming together so well, and I love it. I'm gonna have so much fun in this cosplay. I'm trying to think up a bunch of like content ideas and stuff so that I can make a lot of videos. Well, this brings us to the end of our little updates vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me yap. I'm honestly so excited for everything that's happened so far and everything that is gonna happen. Upcoming conventions, progress with editing my books, reading more books, progress in the gym. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, and I'm so happy I get to bring you along with me. If you are new here and this was your first video with me, welcome. I hope you enjoyed it and that you will hit that like and subscribe to hang around for more videos.